Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the quiz where the lowest scorers are the biggest winners. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
My name's Jay. This is my partner, Pallavi, and we're from Leicester.
Couple number two.
My name is June. This is my friend Anne, and we're from Glasgow.
Couple number three.
My name's Hannah. This is my partner, Michael, and we're from Walthamstow.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Francis. This is my partner, Gemma, and we're from Ruislip in northwest London.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. It's terrific to have you all here. Very, very warm welcome to Pointless. There's only one more person left for me to introduce, a comedian and writer whose last book was called Properly Funny by Graham Norton, Uproarious by Joe Brand, and Why Wasn't I Asked for a Cover Quote by Alexander Armstrong. It is my pointless friend. It is Mel Gedroych.
Hello, Saga.
Hello. Oh.
I just did a little bow to you then.
No, I received the bow.
I
received the bow and ungraciously didn't bow back. I haven't been studying the protocols. It's appalling.
I very much enjoy being your assistant.
I very much enjoy you being my assistant.
It's a
terrific.
lovely, lovely thing.
Oh.
I don't want this to end, guys.
No, and it must never.
Well, it will.
No, we could just do a sit-in. Just keep doing this show forever.
Well, I can do the sit-in because I'm always sitting down. I
feel stand-in.
I feel really bad about that you guys all have to stand. I just sit very... I've got a cushion under here, guys. It is so comfy. I feel bad about that.
There we are. Anyway, thank you very much indeed, Mel. Lovely to have you there. Now, Paddy and Rory were brilliant. They got through to the final last time and they won the jackpot very impressively. So today's jackpot starts off back at £1,000. There it is. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. At the end of every round, as is customary, we will be dismissing the pair with the highest score. So my tip for getting through to the final is don't be that pair. I'm amazed more people haven't clicked. Anyway, best of luck to everybody. Our first category today is Europop. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? I've never seen a happier pair than Anne and June. Whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Eurovision acts that have had UK Top 40 singles as they could.
This is so good. We're looking for the name of any act that has represented any country, including the UK, at Eurovision, that has also had a UK Top 40 single, according to the officialcharts.com. This is up to and including the 2023 Eurovision competition. We're including semi-finalists as long as they're listed on the Eurovision.tv website. This is a great round.
It's a great round, thank you.
High hopes for this, and also low hopes, which is what we want.
Pallavi, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you. Tell us all about yourself.
My name's Pallavi. I'm a doctor currently working in London. I'm currently training to be a surgeon.
Very good indeed. What do you like to do? What thrills you?
Having to train to be a surgeon, I don't have that much free time, but I do enjoy a bit of cooking, particularly Indian cooking. Oh, I've learned a lot from my mum over the past few years, so trying to emulate her, but not quite achieving it.
I'm feeling I'm hearing the noises from you, and I'm feeling them too.
Oh, the food.
My mouth is watering. Now, Pallavi, what are you going to go for?
So not my strongest topic, so I'm going to have to play it safe and say ABBA.
You're going to say ABBA. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said ABBA. ABBA's right. Down it goes to 66. That could have been a lot worse. Not bad.
I think surprisingly low, that answer, actually. ABBA, they, of course, won the competition in 1974 in Brighton. For Sweden with Waterloo, it got to #1 in the UK charts and was the first of 9 UK #1s for the group. Love a bit of ABBA.
Nice. There we are. Thank you very much. Now then, June, welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you with us. Tell us more about yourself, June.
I'm a mother of 3, 2 grandchildren. Grandchildren live in California.
I was going to say, can we say hello to them? Do you think they watch Pointless in California?
Well,
BBC World, maybe?
I could say hello to Finlay. He's 3.
Finlay, hello.
But the baby, Emma, is only 6 weeks old.
She can watch it on Challenge. Hi, Emma.
Hi, Emma. You're 13 now.
That's wonderful. How often do you get to see them?
Twice a year.
Oh, that's lovely.
Safe distance to enjoy them.
Yeah.
But not to be too involved, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I know. And then you can spoil them rotten when you see them, which is great.
Yeah.
Now then, June, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for Cliff Richard.
Cliff Richard, says June. Why not? Let's see how many of our 100 said Cliff Richard. It's absolutely right. I'll be interested to see how it fares against ABBA. There we are, ABBA on 66. Cliff Richard, it's a great answer, 31.
Yes, again, surprisingly low.
Yes.
Cliff, of course, never won Eurovision. He came second with Congratulations in
Oh,
1968.
it still rankles.
Yeah.
I imagine it doesn't.
It must do. It must rankle a
Seems
little
An
bit.
equable fellow.
But it was fine because the song actually went to the top of the UK charts anyway. So Cliff was absolutely
there
good
we
as gold.
Yeah, good
Anyway,
as gold.
great answer though. Brilliant.
Thank you very much indeed. Hannah, welcome to Pointless. How lovely it is to have you here.
Thank you.
Tell us all about yourself.
So I work in strategic insights for a professional services firm, and in my spare time I do amateur pantomime.
Now, that's the best kind of pantomime, as we all know.
Oh, no, she doesn't.
Oh, yes, I do.
We... Are you preparing for something right now?
Yes, we're doing Beauty and the Beast at the moment.
Wonderful. What will you be giving?
Well, I'm in the chorus, so I'm a dancing household object of some
A
description.
dancing household object. It says dancing household object of some description in the programme, which is exciting.
Yeah, it takes a special set of skills.
Very good. Well, best of luck with it. Hannah, best of luck with this answer as well. Do you watch Eurovision?
Yeah, I feel a bit of pressure, actually, because I love Eurovision.
OK, brilliant. This is
So
where the
I feel
pointless
like
answers come.
I feel like I should get a good answer. I'll try Conchita Wurst.
Conchita Wurst. Shall we see? Conchita Wurst. How many of our 100 said that? Conchita Wurst is absolutely right. Well, 66 is our high score, 31 is our low score. You pass them both. Look at that. Look at that, Hannah. That's what I wanted. That's what we got. A pointless answer. And being a pointless answer, it adds £250 to the jackpot, taking the total up to £1,250. And it scores you nothing and is terrific. Very well done, Hannah.
Boom! Off the chocks with a pointless. That's amazing.
Yes.
Conchita won, of course, Rise Like a Phoenix. What a banger in 2014. Surprisingly, it only got to number 17 in the UK charts.
Thank you very much indeed, Mel. Now then, Gemma, welcome back to Pointless. Lovely to have you here again. Tell us more about yourself.
So my family have a German Shepherd dog, and the day before we went into the first lockdown, she gave birth to 7 puppies on Mother's Day as well.
Wow.
Which meant I had 9 dogs at home during the first 8 weeks of lockdown, which made it a lot more exciting.
But that really is. I mean, that's kind of perfect timing,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah,
Because you were going
definitely.
to be housebound largely looking after them, I'd have thought.
Yeah.
But how long? Did you find homes?
Yes, we did. They all got homes, which is
I
really
bet.
nice. And we still get little pup dates from them.
Little
so
pup dates.
That's nice.
That's nice. Gemma, what are you going to go for?
Again, not my strongest subject, but I'm going to say Sam Ryder.
Sam Ryder, says Gemma. Let's see how many of our 100 said Sam Ryder. Sam Ryder is absolutely right. Down he goes to 19. Very well done indeed. 19 for Sam Ryder.
That's a brilliant answer. And again, surprisingly low.
Surprisingly
I
low.
thought everyone would have got Sam Ryder because he was so recent. He came second, of course, in 2022 with Spaceman, that fantastic song. What a
Yes.
great entrant of Eurovision he was.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
I've just realised we're halfway through the round, which gives me the perfect excuse to recap the scores and praise Hannah for her pointless answer. Brilliant. That was the best score of the past. Very well done indeed. Hannah and Michael there on nothing. Then up to 19, which is where we find Gemma and Francis. Then up to 31, where we find June and Anne. And then up to 66, where we find Pallavi and Jay. A little bit ahead there. Luckily, Jay, you are an encyclopedia of Eurovision. So I'm looking forward to your lovely low score when we come back to you, which we're going to do now. In fact, we're going to come back down the line. Will the second players please step up to the podium? There we are. Francis, welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you with us again. Tell us more about yourself.
Yeah, I've just finished a master's degree in sports marketing. There's a theme of sport in my life. Yeah, one day I hope to go into working in motorsport. That's a passion of mine.
Start at the floorball,
Yes.
which we discovered last time. It's like hockey. And work your way up. So, well, yes, what's the dream then? Be F1, would it?
I think F1 is very exciting. There's lots of other sort of motorsport disciplines that are really great as well. And I've had quite a lot of experience in historic motorsport, which is
That's fun.
obviously
Down at
very
Goodwood.
popular. Yeah,
You've done-
Goodwood.
yeah.
And I've done some work at a hill climb venue before as
Where
well.
did it take place? Which hills? Or
So
any
there's
hills?
a lot in sort of the Cotswolds area. So
Wow.
where I worked is a place called Prescott Hill, which is near Cheltenham, and it's where Bugatti made their mark in the motorsport world back in the pre-war days.
Wow.
You've got to be good on your hill starts, I presume.
I should think you must be.
I'm really bad at hill start.
I hate
even-
a hill start. I
Yeah.
love these new cars that don't have stick shift gears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Right now, Francis, you are on 19. 46 or less gets you into the next round.
Yeah, Gemma's done really well and taken my the one that I was really confident on. So I'm going to have to take a guess on one, I think, who won quite a few years ago, and hope I get the name right, which is Alexander Rybak.
Alexander Rybak.
Yeah.
Shall we see if that is right? You get a red line. There it is, Alexander Rybak. It's right. You're in round 2. Oh, and it's one of those as well. Ah, right back at ya. There we are. That's a pointless answer, and being a pointless answer, it adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £1,500. It scores you nothing and leaves your total at 19. Francis, terrific.
Alexander is a bit of a Eurovision legend, actually. He won for Norway in 2009. He played the violin, do you remember? And he had that lovely song, Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale got to number 10, I think, in the UK charts, if I remember correctly, but fantastic pointless answer.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Mel. Now, Michael, welcome to Pointless. It's great to have you with us.
Hello.
Tell us all about yourself.
So I'm Michael. I work as a client relationship manager for a global law firm. And in my spare time, I like to do creative writing. And I've written comic books and a movie, which was made a long time ago.
Tell us more.
It's a horror film about killer animatronics.
Oh. Do you like horror films?
I'm so sorry, Michael.
Yeah.
The scariest film I think I've ever seen is Carry On Screaming, literally.
Yes.
I'm so bad with horror. Do you like horror? Sam?
No, I'm afraid I don't. I can't really do it. I can't do horror. Yeah, there are episodes of Hey Dougie I can't really watch. There's one with a haunted castle in, and yeah, you know.
But I bet it's good. I bet it's good, though. Are you writing more?
Yeah, always sort of
Brilliant.
finding creative outlets. The reviews weren't kind, but...
They never are. That's
matter.
reviewers' jobs. Now, Michael, you're on nothing. 65 or less gets you into the next round, but only a pointless answer really allows you to hold your head up high. What are you going to go for?
I know. Dana International?
Dana International, you get a red line. There's your red line. Dana International. It's right. You're into round 2. That's the main thing. Scores 1. There we are. Takes your total up to 1. Very well.
So close. Dana International, of course, she won in 1998 with her amazing song Diva, and she was the first transgender artist to win Eurovision.
Thank you very much indeed, Mel. Now then, Anne, welcome back to Pointless. Let's hear more about you, Anne.
Well, one of the things is, you know, June and I met at golf, but from the golf there's been lots of spin-offs. So we travel, we go abroad to play golf, and we do the same all over the country. But we've taken up cold water swimming as well, because it's fun.
It's terrifically good for you as well.
That is really good for you.
Yeah.
But more fun is when we come out of the water, our next wee hobby is identifying malt whiskies.
Oh, that's fun.
The swimming can last 10 minutes. The identification can maybe last half an hour.
Yes.
A day.
And so you identify them by region?
Yes.
And you say,
spot on.
oh, it's a Speyside.
That's
or it's
exactly
a,
or
that's
it's Isla, or it's Ireland, it's Lowland. And then
Very
we
nice.
try and zoom in. You get more points if you can zoom in.
Very good. Do you have a favourite style of...
Or for myself, without a doubt, Isla.
Isla.
Yes.
Exactly. Brilliant. Anne, what would you like to go for? You're on 31. 34 or less gets you through.
I'd like to go for Sandy Shaw.
Sandy Shaw, says Anne. Here is your red line. There it comes. Can we get you below that with Sandy Shaw? Sandy Shaw is right. Oh, 35. You wanted 34. You got 35. Takes your total up to 66. It puts Jay in an interesting position.
Wow, lovely Sandy Shaw. She was our first UK winner at Eurovision, sang Barefoot, OBS, in 1967, Puppet on a String.
There you are.
Still a great tune.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Mel. Jay, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you. Tell us all about yourself.
So, yeah, I'm Jay. I'm also a doctor, but I work in emergency medicine. I've been doing that for about 4 years now. Really enjoy the sort of variety of the work and get to help lots of different people, which I really enjoy.
Slightly high pressure, one imagines.
Slightly, yeah.
But presumably everyone sort of G's everyone up.
Exactly.
You know, good support from all the team.
Yeah, the camaraderie is one of the things that I really love about working there. And I'm a little bit of a pressure junkie, adrenaline junkie, so I don't mind that having that as
good.
part of my everyday life.
Yeah. Jay, what do you love to get up to when you're not working?
So when I'm not working, my main passion is playing cricket, playing it, watching it, whatever I can do to be in that sort of world. That's what I love.
Are you a batter or a bowler?
I'm a wicket-keeper batsman.
Very good.
Very strong.
Very strong indeed. Now, Jay, you are on 66. We are sort of looking at a pointless answer followed by a tie.
Yes. I'll go with an artist that I'm hoping was on there at some point, but I'm not too sure. It's going to be James Blake.
James Blake. There's no red line for you as your joint high scorers, but let's see how many of our 100 said James Blake. Is it right? No bad luck. I'm sorry, Jay. Not a Eurovision UK top 40 scorer. I'm afraid that scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 166.
There is a James Blake who's a singer. Unfortunately, he's never entered Eurovision, but maybe one day he will. And then you'll be vindicated.
Lovely.
There were loads of pointless answers for this. There were actually over 50. Let's have a look at some of the bigger names that were pointless. Bardo, Cascada, Conchita Wurst, who you correctly named, Jade Ewan. She represented the UK. Julio Iglesias, Måns Zelmerlöw, who won Eurovision for Sweden. He was pointless. We've also got Milk and Honey. They represented Israel. Plastic Bertrand and Tattoo, who represented Russia. Also, guys, let's not forget the iconic Gemini. Absolutely extraordinary. They famously got 0 points for the UK. They were quite out of tune. They said they couldn't hear the starting key, so they were out of tune for the whole song. Gemini, if you're watching, still love you.
Wonderful. Thank
Always.
you very much indeed, Mel. Well, that brings us to the end of our first round. It means we have to say goodbye to our first pair. Jay and Pallavi, I'm afraid it's you we say goodbye to. There are great things in store next time. Next time, when Eurovision is behind us. But we'll look forward to seeing you then. Jay and Pallavi, thank you. For the remaining 3 pairs, now time for round 2. Oh, very, very well done, everybody. I'm delighted to see you all in round 2. Francis and Hannah are joint individual low scorers. Very, very well done indeed with your pointless answers. Superb. And Hannah and Michael are lowest combined scorers, with just a score of 1 between you. So fabulous work. And Anne and June, brilliant. Lovely to have you with us. Best of luck to everybody for round 2. Our category for it today is words and their meanings. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns 5-letter words with double letters.
Nice. On each board, we're going to give you 6 definitions of 5-letter words that contain consecutive double letters. We'll also give you the first letter of the answer. Please tell us your words.
Here we go. We are first board of 6 clues, and I give you North American variety of elk, a large deer with flat antlers. M. To express something in words. U. To address or welcome someone in a friendly way. G. Dome-shaped house, typically built from blocks of snow and ice. I. Steep cliff or bank. This word also means to deceive, trick or fool. B. And adjective to describe a healthy, rosy complexion. R. There we are. Anne.
I'm going to go for the bottom one. Adjective to describe a healthy, rosy complexion, ruddy.
Ruddy, says Anne. Should we see how many of our 100 said ruddy? Ruddy is right. Down it goes to 21. Good start there, Anne.
Lovely. Lovely low points there, 21. One of my favourite words, Anne. I say ruddy a lot.
So you do.
It's really good for when you want to say that naughty word and just slip in a ruddy instead.
Yeah.
It's really
and it's
great.
kind of wholesome, ruddy.
It's wholesome.
You know. There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Mel. Now, Michael, what are you thinking on this board?
So, I think I know all of them. I'm going to go from the second from bottom, steep cliff or bank, and bluff.
Bluff, says Michael. Should we see how many of our 100 said that? It's right. And this is going to be a good one, I think. Look at that. Down it goes to 5. Very well done indeed. 5 for bluff.
The word bluff, as in to call someone's bluff, comes from the Dutch for brag or bragging. I didn't know that. And it can mean sort of hale and hearty
Hale
as
and
well.
hearty, yeah? Bluff.
Lovely word.
which, yes.
He's a writer. He's going to know all these words.
I know. I think a picture is beginning to emerge
Isn't
from
it?
that middle podium. I
Isn't
think
it?
they're quite good.
I know.
Yeah.
Single figures every
Yeah,
time.
every time.
Or pointless.
They're pointless
I
machines.
don't think they can hear us.
Oh, can they? I don't think they can. No, I think we're fine. Thank you very much indeed, Mel. Now, Francis, you are the last person to have this board. Would you like to talk us through it?
Yep. So the variety of outlarge deer would be moose. I'm actually not sure of the U word for words. It would be to greet someone in a friendly way, and an igloo would be an ice house. I think I will go for moose.
You're going to go for moose. Should we see how many of our 100 said moose? Moose is right. Big score, 66 for moose.
Moose have been found in the part of Alaska where the temperature's been recorded as low as -80 Fahrenheit.
That's your moose for you.
Whew.
Well, now, there's only one that hasn't been discussed. Greet,
Yes.
obviously, we've had.
Greet we had, which was a bigger score of 69.
Igloo,
Igloo,
we had.
yes. That was an even bigger score
That's
of
a big one.
85. What about to express something in words?
Utter.
Utter, absolutely correct. That would have given you 38 points.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. As we mentioned, 5, Michael, very well done. Best score of the past. And then we travel from 5 to 21, where we find Anne and June. And then we travel from 21 up to 66, where we find Francis and Gemma. So, Gemma, you're a little bit ahead. You will get the new board. Find the bluff on the second board, and maybe everything will be great. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 6 more clues to 5-letter words with double letters in them on the board. And here they are. Drink made from espresso and hot milk. L. Unit of currency that is used in India, Pakistan and Mauritius. R. A hint of something or a slight odour briefly inhaled. W. To push up, increase, improve or promote something or someone. B. Small, brightly coloured tropical fish. G. And horse used for riding, especially one that is large and bold. S. There we are. Now then, Gemma, you are on 66. You're our high scorers. Can you find a lovely low-scoring answer there?
I am going to say for a hint of something or a slight odour briefly inhaled, whiff.
Whiff, says Gemma. Should we see if that is right? How many of our 100 said whiff? No red line for you, as you're the high scorers. Well, whiff is absolutely right. We just need this to go as far down as it can. 58 for whiff, taking your total up to 124.
Yeah, surprisingly high, actually.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Gemma. I thought that would be lower. This is great. Experiments have shown that the male emperor moth can detect the pheromones emitted from a female. How far away do you reckon?
A mile.
Much more, 11 kilometres away.
Wow. Gosh.
That's incredible. That's just under 7 miles, isn't it?
I wonder how far they can smell all my best cashmere from.
Can you smell?
About 40 miles, I think.
Can you smell me from where you are?
Well, I didn't want to say, but yes, of course I can.
I'm sorry about that. I had a strong moussaka last night, so I'm sorry if there's...
Thank you very much indeed. Hannah, listen, I have terrific news for you. You are through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score. What are you going to go for?
I'll try the bottom one and say steed.
Steed, says Hannah. No red line. You're already through. How many of our 100 said steed? It is steed. Ah, yes. There we are. 12. Wow. A rare 2-digit score from that middle podium there, but very well done. Takes your total up to 17.
Steed. I think I'm right in saying that steed appears in Richard III by William Shakespeare. A barbed steed.
Barbed steed.
Barbed steed.
I wish
Michael?
I could just finish the quote.
Yeah, I can't.
No.
Yes,
oh,
I
well
think.
remembered, though. Very
Great
good.
answer, though.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, June, terrific news for you. You are also through to the head-to-head. It doesn't matter what you score. Would you like to talk us through the board and fill in our blanks?
The drink is latte. The unit of currency, I think, is a rupee. To push up, increase, improve. I can't think of what that is. And I've got no idea on this tropical fish. So I think I'll go for latte.
You're going to go for latte for the top
Let's
one.
see.
Shall we see how many of our 100 said latte? No red line for you. You're already through. Wow, it's a high score. 80 for latte takes your total up to 101, but it doesn't matter. You're through.
It's a shortening of the term caffè latte in Italiano. Yes. Do you like a latte?
I don't really drink a latte.
No.
I quite like black coffee.
Too milky for me, but anyway. It's a popular drink in Taiwan as well, but it's got a bit of a twist, called a sea salt latte. And they put a little bit of sea salt into the coffee foam, said to enhance the flavour.
I've heard that said before. Even a bit of salt in normal coffee.
Salt in anything's quite
Salt,
good.
exactly.
Although, no, not too much salt.
Not too much.
A little bit.
No. Now,
Now,
sorry,
yes.
I'm literally playing for time so I can try and think what that B thing is. We'll
June-
come to that, shall we?
Yeah, June was right about rupee, absolutely. That scored 67. To push up, increase, improve.
Should we do the G first, because I can do it?
Oh, can you do
It's
the
guppy.
G?
That's guppy.
Great word, guppy. That would have scored 28. Surprisingly high, actually, I think.
Push up, increase.
And to push up, increase, this is one of the ones you'll just go, ugh, and think
Okay,
what you
so
do to the
that's-
jackpot on Pointless.
Boost.
There you go, boost. Absolutely right. If you've got that,
All right.
21 points, boost.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Well, that brings us to the end of our second round, and it means we have to say goodbye to our second pair, Gemma and Francis. The double-letter words haven't been your friends, I'm afraid. We'll see you next time. We'll look forward to that. But Gemma and Francis, thank you very much for playing. Meanwhile, for our two remaining pairs, though, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Hannah and Michael, Anne and June. You are now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £1,500. But before we play the head-to-head, we have a chance to find a couple more pointless answers, just to see if we can put some more money into the jackpot. So here goes, just for fun. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many bridges in Venice as they could. Mel.
You're going to see 6 options. 4 are bridges in the city of Venice, Italy, 2 of which are pointless. 2 are not bridges in Venice at all. £250 for each pointless answer to boost the jackpot.
Oh, what an utter delight.
Oh.
Thank
Come
you.
on.
There we are.
Oh, there's a whiff of smugness about that.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Yes. Let's see if you can find the pointless Venetian bridges out of these 6. And I give you Ponte del Leone d'Oro, Ponte Maria Callas, Ponte dei Pugni, Ponte degli Scalzi, Ponte de Barateri, and Ponte di Tutti I Santi. Now then, does anyone know anything?
Have you been to Venice?
I have, yeah,
I
but
have not.
I don't remember the names of the bridges.
OK, well, this is just going to be fun. What are you going to go for? Let's see. Nominate one of those using your skill and judgment.
We'll try Ponte di Tutti Santi.
All Saints Bridge.
Yeah.
Shall we see if that is a pointless bridge? No! Bad luck. Anne and June, do you want to see if you can find a pointless bridge?
We're going to go for Ponte del Leone d'Oro.
There we are. Golden Lion Bridge. Shall we see if that is a pointless bridge? Oh, no! Oh, you picked, I think, the loveliest names.
Yeah.
And both of them wrong.
The Golden Lion is the award that's given out at the Venice Film Festival. And Tutti Santi, as you said, All Saints. This is, I'm sorry about this, All Saints, the girl group, had a #1 single with Under the Bridge, but it's not actually a Venetian bridge. Do you want to know the pointless ones in there?
Yeah,
Can
why
you
not?
Guess. Maria Callas is actually a real bridge and it's pointless. The opera singer there. And Ponte dei Barateri is Hatmaker's Bridge. That was also another pointless. Ponte dei Pugni is Fisticuffs, Bridge of Fists. That would have scored you 2. And Ponte degli Scalzi, which means the shoeless ones.
The shoeless ones.
That would have got you 9 points.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, bad luck we didn't find any pointless answers, but how nice to hear you're a beautiful Italian and
Ma
to
guarda.
imagine ourselves in Venice, even if but for a moment. Let's play the head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you are now allowed to play as a pair. You can consult one another before giving your answers. Here is our first question, and it is all about viviparous snakes.
So, viviparous snakes, I'm sure you know, give birth to live young rather than laying eggs. We're going to show you 5 pictures of these types of snake. We'll also give you alternate letters of each word in their names. Please tell us these viviparous snakes.
Wonderful. OK, let's reveal our 5 viviparous snakes. Here they come. A, RTLSAE. I think we're going to see a lot of SAE at the end of these. B, YLOBLIDSASAE. Beautiful. C, GENAAOD. D, RNHL.
I know.
And E, GRESAE.
Ooh.
There we are. Hannah and Michael, you're our low scorers. Feel free to confer.
D, 9, 5, 9. Garter snake. Yeah, E. Yep. Yeah. We're going to say E, garter snake.
Garter snake for E. Garter snake. Anne and June, would you like to talk us through those other snakes?
Would love to, but I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll start with, we're going for A, rattlesnake.
OK.
Right, that's our choice. The next one, we think it's going to be yellow something, spa snake. Green aranoid or something. I don't know. Having a Scooby about D, and we didn't have a Scooby about E either.
So you're going to go for A?
We're going for
Rattler.
rattlesnake.
We're going for the rattler. Good. OK, so garter snake and rattlesnake. Hannah and Michael went for garter snake for E. Shall we see how many of our 100 said that? Absolutely. Oniswaki Malipons, garter snake. There it is. Down he goes to 7.
Oh, good answer.
Cracking answer. Meanwhile, Anne and June have gone for rattlesnake for A. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. That gave me a real fright. I don't know why. It's all this snake talk, I think. Hannah and Michael, very well done. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Yeah. Now, do we know any of the others? What do you think
Yes.
about B?
I've worked this one. That's yellow-bellied sea snake.
Absolutely. That would have got you 30 points. Now, this little badger.
It's a green anaconda.
Green anaconda. That would
That's
have
just
got...
too big.
Oh, it's so greasy. It would have got you 40. Oh, look at its eyes. I can't look at its eyes. Sorry, I'm a real wuss when it comes to the old snakes. Now, this one. Do you know this one's under D?
No, I have no idea.
It's called rinkals.
Rinkals, wow.
Yeah, they're a type of African cobra, and that would have got you 2 points. Very, very low.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now, here comes your second question, and it is all about European philosophers without T-H-I-N-K-E or R.
We're going to show you the names of 5 famous European philosophers, but we've removed the letters T-H-I-N-K-E and R from their surnames. Please fill in the gaps and name these philosophers.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 5 philosophers. And we have Friedrich ZSC, 1844 to 1900. René DSCAS, 1596 to 1650. Thomas OBBS, 1588 to 1679. Hannah A.D., 1906 to 1975. And John L.O.C., 1632 to 1704. There we are. Now, Anne and June, you get to go first.
Right, June. I think it's Rainy Descallies.
That's what I thought.
Do you think?
Go for that one.
Right, we're going to go for number 2, René Descallies.
Descallies. OK, René Descallies. Now then, Hannah and Michael, can you talk us through that board?
What do you think?
I think top one's Friedrich Nietzsche. Second one, I believe, is René Descartes. Then Thomas Hobbes, John Locke.
Yeah.
Nietzsche?
I think Nietzsche.
Yep, Friedrich Nietzsche.
You're going to go Friedrich Nietzsche. So we have René Descallies from Anne and June and Friedrich Nietzsche from Hannah and Michael, in the order they were given. René Descallies, should we see if that is right? No, I'm sorry, it is not. It's René Descartes. It is, absolutely. And therefore, Hannah and Michael, you merely have to be right with Friedrich Nietzsche to win the point and go through to the final. Is it right? It is right. I mean, it's a great score. It happens to go down to 14, but most crucially, it was right. And it means, after only 2 questions, Hannah and Michael, the pointless machines, are through, unsurprisingly, to the final 2-0.
Amazing. Anne and Jean, you were so close. It was just that pesky letter. You said L and it was a T. It was René Descartes. And that would have got you 15. Any of the others? Sam?
Thomas Hobbes.
Yeah, Thomas Hobbes would have got you 27.
John Locke.
John Locke, 35 for that. And Hannah Arendt is her name. Arendt, and that would have got you a very low 2.
Wonderful answer there. Thank you very much indeed, Mel. That brings us to the end of our head-to-head round. And Anne and Jude, it means we say goodbye to you. You'll be back next time. Taking it a little bit further each time. Next time, we'll see you in the hot seat and going through to the final. I predict. We look forward to that. Anne and June, thank you so much for playing. For Hannah and Michael, though, now time for the pointless final. Hannah and Michael, huge congratulations. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win the pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,500.
Come on.
I pity that jackpot.
I know.
It stands not a chance. We've had pointless answers from you. We've had 2-0 in the head-to-head, I mean, very decisively. What would you like to see come up?
Films. Anything about films.
OK.
I'd be happy.
Yes. Hannah, anything?
I'd like music, but I already have my Eurovision question, so I'm quite happy if he wants to take a film question.
OK, well, let's see what our 4 are for today. I should imagine these won't test you very much. 2020's sequels with fictional African countries, stars of Baseball World Series, Terry Pratchett, Bristol Trip Hop.
I think sequels might be Wakanda Forever, and if that's that, then I'll know that.
Yeah.
Anything else, and I might be a bit stuck.
Well, I think my Bristol Trip Hop is probably not up to
I lived in
scratch.
Bristol, and it's not there at all.
No. Baseball, we don't know anything
And I've never read any
about.
Terry Pratchett.
And we've never read Terry Pratchett, so I think that narrows it down.
All right, 2020 sequels with fictional African countries.
There we are. That's what it's going to be, 2020 sequels.
Wow, specific. We're looking for the name of anyone who received an acting credit in the following films. 2021 film, Coming to America, which features the fictional African country of Zamunda, or the 2022 film Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, which features the fictional African country of Wakanda. This is according to the IMDb website as of November 23. Very best of luck, Hannah and Michael, and to everybody playing along at home. You're going to do great.
Thank you very much indeed, Mel. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. If you can find 3 pointless answers, we'll throw in a £500 bonus. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Right, Danny Sapani's in it.
Oh, of course,
of course. Lake Bell, she's in it. She's got a small role in it. Right. Michaela Cole.
Letitia Wright, is she in it?
Letitia Wright, she's the lead, though. So I'll go with her. Michaela Cole's in it. Lupita Nyong'o is in it. Martin Freeman's in it. Oh, Julia Louis-Dreyfus is in it.
Okay.
So maybe Lake Bell, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and Danny Sapani.
You know, I haven't seen it, so
Yeah.
whoever's the most obscure.
I have seen it once. Okay, I think so.
You take all the time. Think if there's anyone else.
Who else is in it? I can't remember a couple of people. Winston Duke is in it. But I think he's fairly well known. Anyone else?
And the
You
ones
think
that
happy
you've got, good.
with those 3?
Yeah, I mean, I'm delighted.
Okay.
OK, we're going to stop the clock. Give me your 3 answers.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus,
Julia Louis-Dreyfus,
Lake Bell,
Lake Bell,
and Danny Sapani.
and Danny Sapani. And these are all for the second category.
Yes, all for the second category.
For Wakanda Forever. OK, of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Danny Sapani.
Danny Sapani goes last. Least likely to be pointless?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Julie Louis-Dreyfus and Lake Bell goes in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order. And here they are. We have Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Lake Bell, and Danny Sapani. Well, now, if any one of these answers turns out to be pointless, what would you like to do with that money? You're going to win £1,500.
Well, we really want to go to Japan. That's our dream, is to go to Japan. So it would definitely, if we win the money, go towards that.
Wonderful. Anything else you want to add to that?
We'd play for Disneyland Japan. We're there, do that.
That'd be fun. OK, well, let's find out. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. In all three cases, we looked at the cast of the 2022 film Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Is Julia Louis-Dreyfus possibly a pointless answer? Well, it's correct. No surprise there. But is it going to take us all the way down to zero? Because if it does, you'll be leaving here with £1,500. We're going down through the single figures with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and down it goes to pointless. Very well done indeed. Wow. Very well done. Straight out of the traps. That is a fantastic answer. It was pointless. You have won £1,500. However, I did say, if you got 3 pointless answers, we would throw in a £500 bonus that would increase your takings to £2,000. So let's put Lake Bell through the paces. Shall we see if Lake Bell is a pointless answer? Lake Bell is right. And if Lake Bell is pointless, then we are 2/3 of the way towards giving you that bonus that'll take your winnings up to £2,000. Let's go down to nothing there. Yes, we do. Brilliant. OK, it now all hangs on Danny Sapani. This is the one you thought was your best shot at a pointless answer.
Yep.
So we've got to hope, if these other two were pointless, that Danny Sapani will also be pointless. Let's see how many of our 100 said it. Well, Julia Louis-Dreyfus was pointless, Lake Bell was pointless, Danny Sapani now takes us down through the 20s, through the teens, into single figures, still going down with Danny Sapani. Yes, you've done it very well done indeed. Huge congratulations. You have won the bonus and you are taking home today's jackpot of £2,000.
£2,000, surely that's enough to get you to Japan.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Halfway.
Yeah, halfway.
Halfway.
This has been a pointless masterclass.
Well, they're pointless machines.
It's unbelievable. I think you got your first pointless answer in your very first round, Hannah.
Yeah, yeah.
And you actually gave 8 pointless answers, but you only needed 3. Let's have a look at some more of those pointless answers, starting with the cast of Coming to America. You could have had Arsenio Hall, Gladys Knight, Tracy Morgan and Trevor Noah. In fact, everybody was pointless apart from the following, who all scored points: Eddie Murphy, Wesley Snipes, Garcelle Beauvais, James L. Jones and Kiki Lane. Moving on to the cast of the 2022 film Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Here are some of the pointless answers that you could have had. Letitia Wright, Lupita Nyong'o, Martin Freeman, Michaela Cole. The only scoring answers here were Angela Bassett and Michael B. Jordan. Everyone else in that cast was pointless. So well done at home to you if you got some of those. Sure you did.
Thank you very much indeed, Mel. And thanks once again to our winning players, Hannah and Michael, who take away today's jackpot of £2,000.
Yay!
Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Mel.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.